Yasharala, wisdom, seek with me. Yasharala, wisdom, seek with me. Seek with me. Seek with me. Peace, shalom. Come explore your royal roots from the Bible with animated stories about our righteous forefathers and mothers. Bible stories for all to help you understand the scriptures. We're always on the search for wisdom. Yeah. Yasharala, wisdom, seek with me. Yasharala, wisdom, seek with me. Seek with me. Seek with me. Yasharala. Yasharala, wisdom, seek with me. Seek with me. Seek with me. Yeah.
The life of Jacob.
In those days, after the death of Abraham, in that year, the Lord brought a heavy famine in the land. And whilst the famine was raging in the land of Canaan, Isaac rose up to go down to Egypt on account of the famine, as his father Abraham had done. And the Lord appeared that night to Isaac, and he said to him, "Do not go down to Egypt, but rise and go to Gerar, to Abimelech, king of the Philistines, and remain there till the famine shall cease." And Isaac rose up and went to Gerar, as the Lord commanded him, and he remained there a full year. And when Isaac came to Gerar, the people of the land saw that Rebekah his wife was of a beautiful appearance. And the people of Gerar asked Isaac concerning his wife, and he said, "She is my sister." For he was afraid to say she was his wife, lest the people of the land should slay him on account of her. And the princes of Abimelech went and praised the woman to the king, but he answered them not, neither did he attend to their words. But he heard them say that Isaac declared to her to be his sister. So the king reserved this within himself. When Isaac had remained 3 months in the land, Abimelech looked out at the window, and he saw, behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. For Isaac dwelt in the outer house belonging to the king, so that the house of Isaac was opposite the house of the king. And the king said unto Isaac,
"What is this thou hast done to us in saying of thy wife, She is my sister? How easily might one of these great men of the people have lain with her, and thou wouldest then have brought guilt upon us?"
Because I was afraid, lest I die on account of my wife. Therefore I said, she is my sister.
And at that time Abimelech gave orders to all his princes and great men, and they took Isaac and Rebekah his wife, and brought them before the king. And the king commanded that they should dress them in princely garments, and make them ride through the streets of the city, and proclaim before them throughout the land, saying,
"This is the man, and this is his wife. Whoever touches this man or his wife shall surely die."
And Isaac returned with his wife to the king's house. And the Lord was with Isaac, and he continued to wax great and lacked nothing. And the Lord caused Isaac to find favor in the sight of Abimelech, and in the sight of all his subjects. And Abimelech acted well with Isaac, for Abimelech remembered the oath and the covenant that existed between his father and Abraham.
Behold, the whole earth is before thee. Dwell wherever it may seem good in thy sight, until thou shalt turn to thy land.
And Abimelech gave Isaac fields and vineyards, and the best part of the land of Gerar, to sow and reap and eat the fruits of the ground, until the days of the famine should have passed by. And Isaac sowed in that land, and received 100-fold in the same year. And the Lord blessed him, and the man waxed great, and he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants. And when the days of the famine had passed away, the Lord appeared to Isaac, and said unto him, "Rise up, go forth from this place, and return to thy land, to the land of Canaan."
And Isaac rose up and returned to Hebron, which is in the land of Canaan, he and all belonging to him, as the Lord commanded him. And after this, Shelach the son of Arpachshad died in that year, which is the 18th year of the lives of Jacob and Esau. And all the days that Shelah lived were 433 years, and he died. At that time, Isaac sent his younger son Jacob to the house of Shem and Eber, and he learned the instructions of the Lord. And Jacob remained in the house of Shem and Eber for 32 years. And Esau his brother did not go, for he was not willing to go, and he remained in his father's house in the land of Canaan. And Esau was continually hunting in the fields to bring home what he could get. So did Esau all the days. And Esau was a designing and deceitful man, one who hunted after the hearts of men and inveigled them. And Esau was a valiant man in the field, and in the course of time went as usual to hunt. And he came as far as the field of Seir, the same is Edom. And he remained in the land of Seir, hunting in the field 1 year and 4 months. And Esau there saw in the land of Seir the daughter of a man of Canaan, and her name was Jehudith, the daughter of Beeri, son of Ephah, from the families of Heth, the son of Canaan. And Esau took her for a wife, and he came unto her. 40 years old was Esau when he took her, and he brought her to Hebron, the land of his father's dwelling place, and he dwelt there. And it came to pass in those days, in the 110th year of the life of Isaac, that is, in the 50th year of the life of Jacob, in that year died Shem, the son of Noah. Shem was 600 years old at his death. And when Shem died, Jacob returned to his father to Hebron, which is in the land of Canaan. And in the 56th year of the life of Jacob, people came from Haran. And Rebekah was told concerning her brother Laban, the son of Bethuel. For the wife of Laban was barren in those days, and bare no children. And also all his handmaids bare none to him. And the Lord after remembered the Dinah, the wife of Laban, and she conceived and bare twin daughters. And Laban called the names of his daughters, the name of the elder, Leah, and the name of the younger, Rachel. And those people came and told these things to Rebekah. And Rebekah rejoiced greatly that the Lord had visited her brother, and that he had gotten children. And Isaac, the son of Abraham, became old and advanced in days, and his eyes became heavy through age. They were dim and could not see. At that time, Isaac called unto Esau his son, saying,
Esau, my boy, which ones? How you dey? I beg me you get your weapons and your quiver and bow, eh? May you fall out to the forest. Eh? Go catch me some of that your venison, eh? May you make me some nice savory meat. Eh? Nice pepper soup. Make I chop something. Eh? Once I chop belly full, I go bless you. Eh? Before I die. Better blessing. You know, so I don't old now. I'm ahead of the grave.
And Esau did so, and he took his weapon and went forth into the field to hunt for venison, as usual, to bring to his father as he had ordered him, so that he might bless him.
And Rebekah heard all the words that Isaac had spoken to Esau. And she hastened and called her son Jacob, saying,
Thus did thy father speak unto thy brother Esau, and thus did I hear. Now therefore hasten thou and make that which I shall tell thee. Rise up and go, I pray thee, to the flock, and fetch me 2 kids of the goat, and I will get the savoury meat ready for thy father. And thou shalt bring the savoury meat that he may eat before thy brother come home from the chase, in order that thy father may bless thee.
And Jacob hastened and did as his mother had commanded him. And he made the savoury meat and brought it before his father, before Esau had come from his chase. And Isaac said unto Jacob,
My pikin, who be that?
I am thy firstborn Esau. I have done as thou didst order me. Now, therefore, rise up, I pray thee, and eat of my hunt, in order that thy soul may bless me, as thou didst speak unto me.
And Isaac rose up, and he ate and he drank, and his heart was comforted, and he blessed Jacob. And Jacob went away from his father, And as soon as Isaac had blessed Jacob and he had gone away from him, behold, Esau came from his hunt from the field, and he also made savory meat, and brought it to his father to eat thereof, and to bless him. And Isaac said unto Esau,
Now which person can bring that sweet venison for me before you come? So who I can bless now?
And Esau knew that his brother Jacob had done this. And the anger of Esau was kindled against his brother Jacob, that he had acted thus toward him.
And Esau knew that his brother Jacob had done this. And the anger of Esau was kindled against his brother Jacob, that he had acted thus toward him.
Is he not rightly called Jacob? For he has supplanted me twice. He took away my birthright, and now he has taken away my blessing.
And Esau wept greatly. And when Isaac heard the voice of his son Esau weeping, Isaac said unto Esau,
Chai, my son, what did I go do? Your bros just come with style, come take your blessing away. Hiya.
And Esau hated his brother Jacob on the account of the blessing that his father had given him. And his anger was greatly roused against him. And Jacob was very much afraid of his brother Esau, and he rose up and fled to the house of Eber, the son of Shem. And he concealed himself there on the account of his brother. And Jacob was 63 years old when he went forth from the land of Canaan, from Hebron. And Jacob was concealed in Eber's house 14 years on account of his brother Esau. And he there continued to learn the ways of the Lord and his commandments. And when Esau saw that Jacob had fled and escaped from him, and that Jacob had cunningly obtained the blessing, then Esau grieved exceedingly, and he was also vexed at his father and mother. And he also rose up and took his wife, and went away from his father and mother to the land of Seir. And he dwelt there. And Esau saw there a woman from amongst the daughters of Heth, whose name was Bosmath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and he took her for a wife in addition to his first wife. And Esau called her name Adah, saying, The blessing had in that time passed from him. And Esau dwelt in the land of Seir 6 months without seeing his father and mother. And afterward Esau took his wives and rose up and returned to the land of Canaan. And Esau placed his 2 wives in his father's house in Hebron. And the wives of Esau vexed and provoked Isaac and Rebekah with their works, for they walked not in the ways of the Lord, but served their fathers' gods of wood and stone, as their father had taught them. And they were more wicked than their father. And they went according to the evil desires of their hearts, and they sacrificed and burnt incense to the Baalim. And Isaac and Rebekah became weary of them.
Oh, I am weary of life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob takes a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these, which are the daughters of the land, what good then is life unto me?
And in those days Adah, the wife of Esau, conceived and bare him a son. And Esau called the name of the son that was born unto him Eliphaz. And Esau was 65 years old when she bare him. And Ishmael the son of Abraham died in those days, in the 64th year of the life of Jacob. And all the days that Ishmael lived were 137 years, and he died. And when Isaac heard that Ishmael was dead, he mourned for him, and Isaac lamented over him many days. And at the end of 14 years of Jacob's residing in the house of Eber, Jacob desired to see his father and mother. And Jacob came to the house of his father and mother to Hebron. And Esau had in those days forgotten what Jacob had done to him, in having taken the blessing from him in those days. And when Esau saw Jacob coming to his father and mother, he remembered what Jacob had done to him. And he was greatly incensed against him, and he sought to slay him. And Isaac the son of Abraham was old and advanced in days. And Esau said,
Now my father's time is drawing nigh, that he must die. When he shall die, I will slay my brother Jacob.
And this was told to Rebekah. And she hastened and sent and called for Jacob her son. And she said unto him,
Arise, go and flee to Haran, to my brother Laban, and remain there for some time, until thy brother's anger be turned from thee, and then thou shalt come back.
And Isaac called unto Jacob and said unto him,
Not take wife from the daughters of Canaan. And so my papa Abraham command me according to the word of the Most High, which he command him. And so me also, they tell you as well. Not try him. To your Pekin, I could give this land. If your children keep my covenant that I've made with you, then I could also perform to your children that which I've spoken unto you. I will not forsake them. Now, my son, make you hear my voice. Do all the things when I did tell you so since. Make you not triumph to take a wife from among the daughters of Canaan. You hear so? Make I not draw your ear. So make you arise. May you go Haran to the house of Bethuel. Now your mama, papa be that. Take unto you a wife from there, from the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. As I talk, make you take heed before you can go forget the Most High and on his ways in the land where you want to go soon now. Make you not go they connect with some kind of nonsense people for the land, can they pursue vanity and can go forsake the Most High. Make you hear word. I not go talk 2 times. When you enter that land, make you remember, serve the Most High. Not go turn to the left or go right for which I teach you. Sure you understand. Follow the one when I teach you. The one when you learn from me. If you do that, the Most High go grant you favor in the sight of everybody. People go see you. They go appreciate you. And when you go get a wife, make you choose according to your choice. But make it be better woman, oh. Now go follow all those shenkele girls when no respect. Better wife, when sabi to cook, we go respect you, we go obey you, upright and good. One when they waka in the ways of the Most High, share you hear. Then the Most High go bless you now. And may the Most High give unto you and your Pekin the blessings of our father Abraham, and make you fruitful and multiply you plenty, and may you become a multitude of people in the land wherever you go. May the Most High cause you to return to this land, the land of your father's dwelling, with plenty children, with great riches, with joy, and with pleasure. Amen.
And Isaac finished commanding Jacob and blessing him. And he gave him many gifts, together with silver and gold. And he sent him away. And Jacob hearkened to his father and mother. He kissed them and arose and went to Padan Aram. And Jacob was 77 years old when he went out from the land of Canaan, from Beersheba. And when Jacob went away to go to Haran, Esau called unto his son Eliphaz, and secretly spoke unto him, saying,
Now hasten, take thy sword in thy hand, and pursue Jacob, and pass before him in the road, and look for him, and slay him with the sword in one of the mountains, and take all belonging to him, and come back.
And Eliphaz, the son of Esau, was an active man, and an expert with the bow, as his father had taught him. And he was a noted hunter in the field, and a valiant man. And Eliphaz did as his father had commanded him. And Eliphaz was at that time 13 years old. And Eliphaz rose up and went and took 10 of his mother's brothers with him and pursued Jacob. And he closely followed Jacob and he lurked for him in the border of the land of Canaan, opposite to the city of Shechem. And Jacob saw Eliphaz and his men pursuing him, and Jacob stood still in the place in which he was going, in order to know what this was, for he did not know the thing. And Eliphaz drew his sword, and he went on advancing, he and his men, toward Jacob. And Jacob said unto them,
What? What is to do with you that you have come hither? And what meaneth it that you have pursued with your swords?
And Eliphaz came near to Jacob, and he answered and said unto him,
Thus did my father command me, and now therefore I will not deviate from the orders which my father gave me.
And when Jacob saw that Esau had spoken to Eliphaz to employ force, Jacob then approached and supplicated Eliphaz and his men, saying to him,
Behold, all that I have, and which my father and mother gave unto me, that take unto thee, and go from me, and do not slay me, and may this thing be accounted unto thee a righteousness.
And the Lord caused Jacob to find favor in the sight of Eliphaz the son of Esau, and his men, and they hearkened to the voice of Jacob, and they did not put him to death. And Eliphaz and his men took all belonging to Jacob, together with the silver and gold that he had brought with him from Beersheba. They left him nothing. And Eliphaz and his men went away from him, and they returned to Esau to Beersheba. And they told him all that had occurred to them with Jacob. And they gave him all that they had taken from Jacob. And Esau was indignant at Eliphaz his son, and at his men that were with him, because they had not put Jacob to death. And they answered and said unto Esau,
Because Jacob supplicated us in this matter not to slay him, our pity was excited toward him, and we took all belonging to him and brought it unto thee.
And Esau took all the silver and gold which Eliphaz had taken from Jacob, and he put them by in his house. At that time, when Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob, and had commanded him, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife from amongst the daughters of Canaan, and that the daughters of Canaan were bad in the sight of Isaac and Rebekah, then he went to the house of Ishmael, his uncle, and in addition to his older wives, he took Machlath, the daughter of Ishmael, the sister of Nebaioth, for a wife. And Jacob went forth, continuing his road to Haran. And he came as far as Mount Moriah, and he tarried there all night near the city of Luz. And the Lord appeared there unto Jacob on that night, and he said unto him, I am the Lord God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, thy father. The land which thou liest I will give thee and thy seed. And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee wherever thou goest. And I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and I will cause all thine enemies to fall before thee. And when they shall make war with thee, they shall not prevail over thee. And I will bring thee again unto this land with joy, with children, and with great riches.
See